The Panther kicker Zane Gonzalez has us ready to go, and we are underway here from Bank of America Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
First play from scrimmage, Newton going to throw it. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
In motion left goes a tight end. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now it's Newton. Got him in right side. It's Sharp. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going. On first down, Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
19 right, 19 pioneers. Hurry, hurry.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. He's got room at the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you in the initial point of
touchdown, Texans. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule.
They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes. Now a play fake here on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 54 yards.
And the Panthers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Second and 10, Newton again. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
When they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. The incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Going deep for Hopkins. This is intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Slot man moves right. Now on 2nd and 13. Newton into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
They'll give this up the middle to Portis. They'll get this down to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. And it'll be intercepted. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do. That's a big swing of momentum right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
To about the 26 here.
Sets in the slot in motion left.
19. 79 Broncos.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Texans back out there and ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Newton to throw. He's got his man sharp, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll hand this to Campbell, running right. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they run with Campbell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Campbell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. From the 50, Newton. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. To throw is Newton. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Newton. Out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's halftime here in Charlotte. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down, another carry for Jackson.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it, and they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Mahomes firing complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. And again, it's Mahomes. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, this is Jackson, and he stopped immediately there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On third down, this is Jackson, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Holding, offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17-all. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion comes the tight end left. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
2nd and 8.
19-Tiger. 19.
Newton. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 64 yards.
And the Texans strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. finally here in the second half, that got done.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Panthers 17.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They'll start here with Jackson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Toss play to Jackson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Sometimes your velocities get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these 2 sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st down, Newton. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On the handoff, here's Campbell.
Holding. Offense.
Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flagged for that one.
Ready?
Newton. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 7. A minute 45 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes. Jackson with a catch.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here's Mahomes. He's got Johnson.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mahomes to throw it. He's got the connection to Moore.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Mahomes will throw.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mahomes.
Caught on the slant. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Mahomes.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted.
That has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes
and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.